All right, so we're gonna get the bus started up and get moving. So we've got the keys here. So this is gonna be, there should be, there's two keys, just in case you need both of them, but two keys to get everything moving. We've got the ignition down here, so that's gonna be below the steering wheel. We're gonna pop that in, and get this bad boy cranked up and get her going. So again, we've got the slides in. We've already taken that. We've already gone through that step. Everything is locked in here and ready to go. Usually, you're gonna have kids and people and things everywhere, right? To kind of get everything set up and moving. But get this process going. Again, you're gonna get your quick update on your fuel. The DEF is good. The oil pressure will rise to 50 or more when you're driving. We've got batteries that are 14 and some change. The good part is that, as you know from the first video, we already had the air pressure running, so air pressure 1 and 2 were both running previously to that, so we're in a good spot. If I depress this brake, you'll see those air pressures start to go down, right? Because it uses air pressure to do that, and you'll hear that air pressure as it deploys and gets you ready to go. So we're in a spot where we're getting ready to go. We're going to leave this the RV running. One of the things that we want to do is let this RV idle for just a few minutes to kind of get started. We want to make sure that we do one more check on the leveler. So you're going to press the power button on that. You're going to press the all retract. It's going to give you the ignition light that it's on. Of course, we know that it's on. It won't let us do this. It won't let us level when the ignition is on, but we can do the all retract. So we'll run it through the all retract one more time. Hear the generator change its cycle a little bit as it kind of uses that energy to go through the process of running the equalizer system to get everything auto leveled, and then once that's done, we'll turn that off and we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go there. So to get started, and I'm not going to be able to go very far because I have my farm vehicle parked in front of this, but to get started, we're going to push. It says, on the parking brake, it says push to release, pull to apply, right? So I'm going to put my foot on the brake and I'm going to push the parking brake down. I'm going to get that sound that's going to tell me that. And if I have my foot off the brake for any reason, this guy will start beeping right away, right? So brake is depressed, brake not depressed, right? So it wants to say, hey dude, you're in neutral and you're not touching the brake. We don't want you to fly forward and cause an issue here. We want you to put it into drive and get going, right? So if I shift into drive, it's gonna shift. There's gonna be a small function change in the RV itself, and now I have the ability to go to up to 6th gear, right? So if I was limiting those gears, as I said, going down hills, I would turn this to 4, and then from the RV RPM perspective, I would be running somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 RPMs. And that would keep me right at about 55 miles an hour going down a hill. Occasionally I'm going to have to press the brakes depending on how steep that hill is to kind of get this in a great state. From a speed perspective, 65, 70 is pretty good. Getting up to 75 or 80, you're certainly going to feel a little bit more squirrely in the unit. So I would just say, get completely comfortable. This is a situation where you're going to want to know, the space around you. Your spatial awareness is super important from that perspective, right? You're driving something that's massive, right? I can't make a turn here now with this unit parked next to me. I have to get, multiple feet out and feel like I'm well past that to be able to move those things out. But that gets you into those spots. The reverse will get you into reverse. So that puts us into reverse, so we can go backwards if we want to, right? So go reverse, and then back into neutral. So when you hit the campsite, you hit the gas station, you pop it into neutral, and then you pull to apply. You're going to pull that parking brake again, and that parking brake's going to go in, and you're going to be stopped, right? And then your next step, of course, turn the ignition off, and you're done with everything there. So that's going to be your main functions of kind of getting the RV ready to go. I always do that one more check before I leave, because I want to make sure that my air ride is inflated. I want to see that the the fenders are off of the tires themselves, but that's going to be important. So we'll go out and just do that real quick walk around on each tire, and we'll take a quick look there to make sure that everything is up. And you'll notice that the step is a lot higher than it used to be, right? But again, you got that fist of space that you're going to want to see inside of the RV fender on top of that tire, right? That's going to give you your indication that you're ready to go. If you don't see this, you can reset the air process, the auto lever. Go run through that cycle a couple more times. Check out the air itself. Maybe start and stop the RV a couple times just to get that done. We've had a couple instances where the air ride hasn't immediately inflated because of, there was some ice inside of that. There's a little moisture that gets inside of that from time to time, but you're going to want to check on that, and eventually it'll load for you pretty well. If you want to look under here, the air ride is just right up there. So that is the air ride. So you can see that. See if I can give you a little right there. So that bag is going to be your air ride. So that's going to be super important to give you a nice smooth ride. So there's 4 of those bags right there on each of the tires around the RV. So that's going to be super important that they're inflated. It's going to give you a great, comfortable ride. And this right here is one of the feet for the auto leveling system. So you've got a foot here, you've got a foot over there, and you've got 2 more feet that are back there. So this is something to look out for. But this is just where these will come down and will give you the auto level on the ground that you're on when you're ready to go. So that's where you can check that. And then of course these back tires also want to have that kind of fist of space to be able to get in there. And you'll know it takes a little time for those air rides to deflate. You'll want to check to make sure all of the slides are in and everything is looking good from that perspective. And of course, we already talked about pulling on the underneath side of these storage bins to make sure everything is good from that perspective. We'll turn this off and we'll go do a quick walk around. I'll introduce you to kind of all the keys and all the things here. This is your side view camera, so you have one on both sides to kind of check out as you're kind of going through and driving around the unit.